Cracky! Look at the size of this anaconda! Holy cow! It's coming at me, Billy! Oh, look at it! Oh, watch out, Billy! Oh, it's gonna get... I gotta say, I am loving the way this thing is turning out. Check this shot out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There is so much time and effort just to get to this point right now, but all of that red and blue stainless beauty that's going on, freaking anaconda lines that are going on with this thing, I just gotta say, I think this thing looks freaking awesome. That 1800 horse freaking combination looks sweet in the fender wells. I just wanted to show you that. Normally I always wait till the end of the video to show it, but I was so excited. I was like, man, you guys gotta check this out. Let me show you what it took just to even get to this point so far, all right? All right, you guys, check it out. So I got a whole bunch of stuff that I ended up picking up for this, and you can see lots of red and blue. Yes, yes, yes. We ended up putting on this remote water pump, and what I also ended up doing was I just got my water, I'll call it my water manifold, that booger right there. Now, the reason why I had to run a remote mount water pump is you can see the alternator down there. It runs right into where the water pump outlet would have been. So you get the idea right there. It's just perfect. It's just, you cannot get it to fit. I had to put the alternator there. I can't put it here. I can't put it way up high because of the charge tube. I'm limited to where I could do it. So I had to run a remote mount water pump. Now, here's my dilemma of what the heck's going on. I got to be able to run it from there into this inlet. And then the outlet has got to go all the way over to that fitting right there. That's a 150 degree 16AN fitting. The anaconda is hooked up. So you see where she comes around, loops around, comes right into there, and we miss the alternator. Golden right there, golden, golden, golden. Here is the other part. Now here's where it gets a little goofy. This guy. Now this is going to be the inlet, and this has to obviously fit right there onto that guy. Now I have this hose jammed in between here. It is a perfect straight line to where I can come through here. I could run it parallel to this, and then I could drop down onto there. Or I have to come from here, go all the way around the outside edge here. I'd have to come all the way around this outside edge here to the outer portion and then connect right to that guy. I'm not sure if I got enough freaking line, man. Like I said, I bought 10 feet of line. Let me show you what I got left over here of the anaconda. But what I got left over, I don't know if this is going to be enough. So, it's stuck on the parachute. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Now, if you look at how much line that adds, again, I mean, if I can add more water to the system, I have a better possibility of keeping things cool. And my goal eventually is to be able to do this car on, you know, drag and drive stuff. That is going to be one of the biggest killers of any drag and drive car. You know, I'm talking beyond, you know, an 11-second car or something like that, to where, you know, factory stuff can do that. I would say, you know, 850 and faster, you got to start worrying about cooling things down and just keeping it going. I mean, at that point, you're making 1,200, 1,400, 2,000 horsepower, you know, and you're getting into those crazy amounts of horsepower and crazy amounts of money invested. And the last thing you need is the thing to overheat. So, but I'm going to grab this line. I'm going to see if I even have enough to go all the way around. If I don't, well, then, you know, it's pretty obvious which way I'm going to make it. But I also did pick up a couple other cool things. I got this, this mesh inlet screen. I was going to run a filter, but after talking to ProCharger, they're like, man, you might suck that sucker in. Just run one of these. This will work out pretty good. And then we went from this pulley, which was the one that made over 1,800. That's the party pulley. We maxed the blower out with that, to this big guy. Well, I tell you what, just to give you an idea of size-wise, this was the party pulley. There's your difference between the pulleys. That is going to be the street pulley, and with that one on there, we went from a 46, that's the little guy, to, what is this one? This one is a 58. 13-ish pounds of boost. And on that setup, when we dynoed it, we were making 1350, 1400 horse with this thing. I mean, I could throw the inlet bell on it and we'll go over 1400. But that's where I'm going to mainly drive it on the street with, and where I'm going to run a lot of the 850 heads up stuff, drag and drive, all that stuff. That thing is not going around the friggin' radiator. So I only got the one other choice to do, and that's what's going on right now. You can see I made my little blue mark. This is what it's going to look like. There it is. I figure that coming up and around is far enough away from the belt. Like I said, I might just clamp these two together, maybe clamp it through here, but I think that should work. But I can still, you know, pull this off, slide the belt through, and I don't think I'll have any problems. But that is going to be the whole hookup of the remote mount water pump. So yeah, we got that bad boy done. All right, so real quick, you can see all the braided line I got going on this thing. I have everything from 6 a.m., 8, 10, 12, 16, and yes, I even have 20 on the up front on this side of the intercooler. Yeah, I got all the way to 20 on this. Now, for you guys that are just starting, or maybe you're having some problems with doing braided lines and things like that, I'll put a link down in the comment, and I'll put a little something up here of a video that I made of how to assemble your AN lines, and if you have problems along the way, how to kind of still save yourself, because there's so many times it's like, man, I have these frayed ends, I can't put the ends on, oh man, I got to go out and I got to spend another 50, 60 bucks on some braided line. I got some tricks and tips in there that might help you with assembling your braided lines. Hopefully it helps you out. Just trying to help each other out, get a little bit quicker, and do it on budgets and save a little bit of money along the way. I appreciate it, and I know you guys too. So let's get back to doing this video. One thing I thought of before I finish off this front section is I've always had problems with this driver's side turn blinker. And again, this is gonna be drag and drive. I still gotta put a horn on this thing, which is nothing. But, oh, I tell you what, I am fighting the snot out of this thing. I wanted to check this side because let's just say before it was 2 wires put together, twisted together, and just electrical tape over it, which is a big no-no. So I got everything crimped. I have, it's all heat shrink sleeved, and it's done right now. And the chill tank, I'm actually using the relay and the fuel pump switch that I ran my nitrous fuel cell that was right here. I got to wire that up as well. I have the charge tube. I just painted the lid over here. So I got the lid all painted up. That's good to go. I repainted the charge tube. And before I put it in, I want to make sure this stuff's working right. So I clicked the lights on. I got that blinker to work good now. But this side is like just really dim, the light. So I messed around with the ground thinking it's got to be a ground issue. Well, I got the light to work. I got this side blinker to work. Well, I take it back. It'll go on, and then as soon as I hit the blinker, it'll go like just really dim, and I get nothing out of this guy. So I'm thinking maybe it's another ground issue. Hit me down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think it could possibly be. I've already changed out the bulbs. I actually switched them just to see, and this bulb's fine. But I've always had a problem with this guy on this car, and I gotta have turn blinkers working. And the back one isn't working. Before, I would hit the left and the back would like stay on, but it wouldn't blink. The right side works perfectly fine. To me, that's a grounding issue. I don't know if it's under the dash or if it's something here. This is something that if the thermostat itself closes up on you, you're stuck for whatever reason. We've all had thermostats close up on us and that temperature gauge just takes off and you're done. This is gonna buy you a little bit of time, okay? And the nice thing with that is you might be stuck. You might have to be able to make it a couple of miles. That temperature gauge isn't gonna just fly up as fast. It's gonna go, but it's gonna buy you some time to where you might be able to make it to a safe point. You might be able to make it to a gas station, or maybe you're a couple of miles away from home. This is definitely gonna help out. So I always, do those. Those are a 5/32, I believe. That's an old trick that the old man showed us a long, long time ago that always comes in handy. And this is the end of the episode. I tell you what, you guys, hit me down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on good old Black Pearl here. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Hit me in those comments and let me know what you think. If you're a Ford lover, obviously you're gonna hate a Camaro because it's Chevrolet. Chevrolet sucks. Ford's are #1. I love this thing. I love how it turned out, and there's so much freaking time and money and effort into this, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And hopefully you're out there busting your knuckles, improving on your hot rod, getting out in the garage, and getting ready for this summer. Because I tell you what, man, it's coming. And as a good man always said, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, oh, watch your bandit run. 2 and meet again, my friends. See ya.